Dear Bloody Father, bless us always, teach us to be good, voicing words, make us happy, guide and help us to understand the word lesson and
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Ma'am Lencario. Good morning, Ma'am Mendoza. Good morning, Ma'am Sampo. Good morning, Ma'am Gadon.
Okay, thank you, Sia.
Thank you.
We thank you for that very energetic greetings. Okay. So, have a nice day now. So we are finished with our module 2, which is the genetics. But before we proceed to the last activity of this module, let us first have a short review. Okay, so again, what is genetics? Any volunteer, what is genetics? Huh? What is genetics? How is it important to us? Did you remember the importance of the genetics? Oh, Jonathan? What is genetics? Any volunteer from this group? How genetics is important to us? Oh yes, Ponghon.
Genetics is important to us because on the genetics we can know how to form the baby.
Okay, so genetics is the study of transferring the traits from the mother to the offspring. It is important to us because through genetics we can have the baby, or you can, your mother can have the baby. So dito kasi it is the part where we can study how the traits from the mother will be transmitted to the offspring. Okay, another question. How does the trait of the parents be transmitted to the offspring? So, as I can remember, we have a lot of transformation of the traits from the mother to the offspring. Did you remember one?
Sex traits.
Yes, sex, length traits. So, sex, length traits. Another one.
Influence traits.
Okay, sex, influence trait. Okay, sex, limited traits. Meaning? Okay, so those are the process of transferring the traits from the mother to the offspring. Okay, so look at this picture. So what did you observe?
Fetus.
Okay, that is the fetus. Where we can find the fetus?
Ovaries.
In the ovary.
In the mattress.
The mattress? Okay, in the uterus? The womb of the mother. Okay. How about this picture? Look at this picture. Baby. What is your observation about that? Okay, babies with abnormalities characteristics. Another one. Special child. How about this picture?
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome. How about this? Normal. Okay, this is the fetus. How about this? With abnormal babies with abnormalities. Okay. So that is the product of genetics. Now let us proceed to the last activity of this topic. So we have now the proposition and opposition. So we are going to have the debate. Okay, so then the two rows will be the mediator or the jury of of this debate. So, you are going to jot down your notes and the and your comments to the two stand. Okay, so based from the genetics, so we have here the debate topic. So can you read?
Abortion should be allowed if the fetus is tested to have abnormalities, genetics defects, and they are born.
Okay. Do you think, let us, before we proceed to the debate proper, before we are going to get the ideas of both sides, let us get the idea first of the mediator. Okay, so do you think abortion should be allowed if the fetus that you see in the picture is tested to have abnormalities if they are born? From the mediator, what is your opinion about this topic? Do you agree the abortion if the fetus is tested to have abnormalities? Yes.
Because to stop, like for example, to stop the suffering of the baby.
Okay, so yes, she agreed the abortion because if she will become a mother, she will not allow to born this child because she might suffer from bullying or from suffering. Now let us proceed to the debate proper. May I have the ideas first of the proposition stand?
Abortion can allow if you know your fetus is have an abnormalities, characteristic, and we need to abort it because if the child grow up, it is experienced to bullying. And yes, we allow to abort it because it is for safe and peaceful for the child.
I respect your idea, but based on the book of Exodus 20 verse 13, do not kill. So I conclude, you have no right to abort that child even if that is a normal or abnormal, because God says that killing of a person is a crime. Now, if you abort child, if I ask you first, Mr. Kabagay, if you are a father, do you attempt to abort your child?
No. Yes, because if the child is grow up, it is experiencing a bullying, and it is malaking kahiyas.
No, that's not right. If you said that you might abort the child, what kind of a father you are to attempt that your child is to abort? No mother and no father can kill her own child.
Let me say that. Let me tell about that. In debate, do not accuse Delajan. Do not accuse Delajan that he is a killer. We only give an advice that it is good to abort it because it is for the peaceful of the child.
But there's a lot of parents who guide and protect the special child because it is a special child. So when there's not a reason to abort the baby, you need to guide and protect the child, the special child.
But it's for the goodness of the child, because if we abort the child, it's for the goodness of child, because if child grows up, it can experience bullying, then it's good to abort the fetus that have genetic defects.
But do you think only the abnormalities child have experienced a bullying? No, because also the normal child is experiencing
Yes, Glenda, they have parents to guide all the time. But not all the time, their parents guide because they have other children that need guide and caring from their parents. So that I say that it needs to abort than because they do not need how to suffer that we experience right and we experience today.
But if we allow abortion, the number of prostitutes will become increased. Do you think like that?
Increase o decrease?
Increase.
Okay. What is the connection of the prostitute in our debate? Our debate, the question is, do you think abortion should be allowed if the fetus is tested to have abnormalities genetic defects they are born? We can say yes, because according to our investigation, it is not a perfect human. Because a perfect human can think direct. Yes, they are shown as a human because they have a complete characteristic in a physical. But in the way of thinking, they do not direct think. And so we were allowed to abort it because it is for this safe and peaceful, like Daniel just said.
Prostitute is have the relationship between in our topic because if the abortion is allowed in our Philippines, the prostitute can be increased kasi all prostitute is need. Wait a minute. Don't talk. I'm not done to tell my idea, babe. If the prostitute, what is the purpose of the prostitute? To have a money, to have.
Wait an hour.
I'm not done. Please sit down.
Okay, go, Glenda.
If the prostitute increase, what is the prostitute want on this place, on this earth? They want to be happy. They want a money. They don't want a baby. So if they can be pregnant, because of you, each of you is allowed the abortion. So they're killing the baby because they don't want a baby, even the normal of abnormal. So prostitute is have a relationship. If you allow the abortion, so the prostitute can be positive to think that they can do what they want to do.
They cannot think what they want to do because our topic in our discussion is the abortion of the abnormal child. If the prostitute person has a baby that normal, she cannot abort that because the part that he will do is very big, but because she will abort the baby that has a normal life, but because that baby has a normal life, but the baby, if the baby she will abort is an abnormal, she can go with it, but
I respect your idea, but if the prostitute can abort the abnormal baby, if they can do that, wait, how about the other prostitute?
Okay, before I can get the ideas of the proposition, may I clear that the abortion should be allowed in the child with abnormalities. Okay, ideas from the proposition's time.
Not all person, not all that prostitute can do only these illegal things. But there are so many women that can do this, right? Not prostitute only. So do not force us that this abortion can only increasing the prostitute because it is a woman's choice, not a yes. You are right because prostitute makes aborting, right? And it is for my own that it is good to abort it because according ulit to Meridian, it is for the safe and peaceful of the child.
You said for peaceful of child. Why?
Because it will live and upgrowing. So do you hear that? That they will experience only a hard situation.
Yes, you said that. But for me, do you think who must be suffered hardly? A abnormal child that abort his mother, or the mother that do not see her child?
Please repeat your.
I repeat, for you who must be suffered hardly, a child that abort his mother, or a mother that do not see her child, even it is normal or abnormal.
But the mother can take everything just for the good of their child.
That's good for their child. No, that's not good for their child. They not good for their child. No, don't
For the child because they will not experience the bullying.
They experience the bullying. But there are many students here in Maumo National High School that are normal, but they experience bullying. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. But in our activity now, the only in abnormalities child, not in a normal child. So do not compare to the abnormalities and normal. Yes, the normal can experience also a bullying, but now our major subject is abnormalities, right?
But I want to clear Jonathan. We cannot compare I want to say that Jonathan, not only the abnormal, it's also the normal. I know that our topic for today is for abnormalities, but all people have a challenges. So even the normal, also the abnormal, can suffer, can experience bullying, can encounter the challenges, but there's a lot of a good person. There's a lot of a good people who have a good heart to understand them, to care them, even the other parents cannot accept them. So, like you, Jonathan, if you have a brother or sister, or example, your mother can be pregnant, and your mother can have abnormalities, can have an abnormal child. Do you want to abort your brother or sister?
No or neither yes. No or neither yes, because it is my mother's choice, not for my choice. Because if she born it, yes, I can protect it, but not all the time. Because not all the time, I am. I come on for older, right? You know. And, sige. Go.
So, Jonathan, you guide and protect your mother choice. But, like we said, like each of you said, do you want to allow the abortion? How about the right of the abnormal baby? How his right or her rights to live and to face or communicate to the other?
I know that right because our major subject again is in the matress pa lang. And do not compare the fetus child that have abnormalities in the younger child that has abnormalities.
But you said bullying can experience in the younger age. We talk about in fetus, but what did you say that? Why did they said in bullying? Bullying is in the future. How can you know the future if you cannot born the child?
Kaya nga, so that we can allow to abort it because it is for the same, it is for the peaceful of the child. You know it?
Yes, I know the peaceful of the child. But
Ano?
I know the peaceful of the child, but it can be a peaceful if you can give him or her a guide and protect.
Okay, wait. Before we go to the ideas of proposition, we have the ideas of the mediator. Let us have first the mediator. So I asked the opposition stand. So now let us have the idea of proposition stand from the mediator. Who wants to share as a view about what we have discussing right now? Who wants to share? And volunteer from this group. What is your personal view about what the topic that we have discussing? From this group, yes, Mariani.
For me, the two groups is right, but I'm agree in the group of disagree because it is true what they said it is true what they said, and the abortion is not good, and also the abortion is illegal work to the child or
Okay, thank you for your views. How about the proposition from the audience? Who can stand the proposition? You have no personal views about the topic. Are you there? Another views from this group, Giselle.
Yes, I agree to allow the abortion of abnormalities because proposition wants that the baby will have a good and peace because they want that baby they don't have encountered the bullying or in the future.
Okay, thank you. So, may I clear here again the topic that we have discussing. So, yeah, do you think abortion should be allowed only to the child with abnormalities? May I have again the ideas of proposition?
Yes, we will allow it. May I ask you to all of you now, if the child born, do you think the child happy by his condition? No. Yes, because everyone can laugh, everyone can smile, because even the other parents who want to abort, each of you who want to allow the abortion, there's a lot, like I said before. There's a lot of people who have a good heart, who have a good person. To there can be smile, because if they can accept who you are and what you are, you can also need to accept who you are and what we are. To be have a peace feeling and easy to smile.
Yes, Glenda, they can smile, but they cannot feel the beauty of the world. And may I ask you, if you, in that situation, you would be happy?
Yes, I'm happy because I want to accept. I accept what I am and who I am. Because Soila, accepting to be you it is easy to be happy because you love yourself. You accept what is the God gives to you.
You accept and you be happy? No, Glenda, because you will suffer more problem that been suffered of many children that have abnormal now.
Yes, all of the abnormalities can be suffered in challenges, can encounter challenges, but not only the abnormalities, also the normal, because even the normal experience the challenges, and also the abnormal children. So we need to face it. We need to overcome it with full of determination, with full of confidence to yourself. Because like the pilot don't have a hand, don't have a leg, but he accepts who we are and what he is. He accepts, and now he is happy. And because of the challenges that he encountered, now he have a better life.
Yes, Glenda. But wait. Zoila said, if you are an abnormal person, you will be happy? No, because abnormal person cannot think direct. Yes, they can laugh, they can smile, but they cannot feel what they can do.
I can accept. I have a mind. I have a feelings to feel. Even if there's not all the abnormalities don't have a mind, don't have a feelings. The other abnormalities, do you think don't have a mind, they don't have a feelings? No, because like don't have a hand, don't have a leg, that is the abnormal person. But they have a mind and feelings to know, to think and to feel.
How about Glenda, if your abnormal condition is mindless and feelingless? You can only say that thing because you are not abnormal. You are a normal kid like us.
Yes, all of you have a point, but if you abort this child, I think you are not a good father or mother of this child, because God give the life of this child, and God give this child to you to care and to build this child while living this world, the happiness and enjoying this world.
You're happy.
For what?
For what happy? To your physical?
All of the children that have abnormality can be happy in this world because they experience all all of their mother and all of their friends can love them.
I respect your idea, Nestor. How to live the abnormalities characteristic in this world, and how to live without with bullying, and
You have a right, but the bullying can hurt the feelings of the children that have an abnormality. But the children that can have a abnormality can live in this world and they experience bullying. But sometimes bullying can do the things that can strengthening us.
I respect all of your idea. But in our own prescription, we all know that there are more than Filipino that is poor than rich. So it is allowed to abort abnormalities or have defects child because it is adding responsibilities for the families. So it is good to become lessen their responsibilities.
Lessen for their responsibilities. That is always in our side, the responsibilities. So, even the special child comes to the poor family or the poor mother, the poverty is not the reason to abort the child. Because if you accept your child, if you're happy, what or who is your child, you can have a better life. Like you, Jonathan and I. We are poor, but we are happy doing what we are. So even it is abnormal, even the mother have an abnormal child, mother and father can accept to give the full of his needed or her needed, to protect him or her, to guide and give the full of responsibilities. We don't need to less our responsibilities because responsibilities is a big reason. Someday, if you have a abnormal child, someday they can proud to each of parents who love him or her.
Let us remind all of you proposition. Let's think about our topic. Do you think abortion should be outlawed if the fetus is tested to have abnormalities, defects if they are born? For me, no, there is no reason to abort the child even if the child is abnormal, because the child have a purpose in this earth, have a purpose not to live happily. Yes, you are right. They are not happy to be abnormalities, but they have a purpose that all of us see the difference of us from the abnormalities. Now I ask you, my question. After my question I said that if you are a mother, what would be think difficult? A mother that abort his child, a child that is a abnormal child that mothers abort, or a mother that do not see that child in this earth? Answer now, quickly.
Your question is very unlimited. But in our side, we will abort it because yes, it is an illegal work. But in the case of abnormalities that the person, it is good to abort it because they can experience hard situation in our life. You can say that because you are not abnormal. But in case of their side, do you think that they can happy to their situation?
No, they are not happy. But in our situation, a mother can be happy that her abnormal child, born in this earth, because that is for God. God made that child. God made that child to have a purpose. Not only purpose to us, but that child has a purpose in our God. And you think, not all abnormal child can suffer, but less there are many abnormal child can live happily, even if that child is what, like you said, just not thinking, just laughing, but they didn't know how they are doing. But now I've said to you, yes, you may. That is abnormal child cannot feel the beauty of this earth, cannot see, she can laugh, dance, smile, even if he didn't know what they're doing. But her mother feel what the child doing. Mother can be happy of that child.
Yes. All have a purpose. What purpose? About abnormalities. Purpose by adding suffering or adding responsibilities of a normal? No. An abnormal person cannot do the best. They can do only for the suffering of the family.
But I said to you, do you think, when you think what is a machine that know that the fetus is born abnormal, what kind of the machine that he know, that machine know that child is born abnormal or not?
The machine in this generation, there's a high tech.
What kind of that high tech machine?
Wait, I'm not yet that. There's a high tech because there's what you said, that things, machine that can see. Yes, they can see. They have a machine that can see the babies under the mattress of the woman. But you can say that all babies is given by God. If this babies is caused by the rape, it is given by the God? No, it is given by the Satanas.
No, it's not given by Satan. It's whatever that is a child born. And may I ask you, if it is in rape case, do you think if a boy raped that girl, her child is abnormal?
Our debate is abnormalities. Even if the abnormal person is in the rape, is in the woman that can rape. Example, Gladys rape. And according to the investigation of the machine, under the machine, her child is abnormalities. Pustahan pa tayo. They can abort it.
I ask you, like I said before, what kind of a machine is that? What's that name of that machine?
I don't know what is the machine is that. But the truth, there's a machine that can see the under the mattress of the Lord.
What you said before, the abnormalities is an example. The example of an abnormal child is a Down syndrome. And you said that a Down syndrome is not a human. I ask you, if the child has a Down syndrome, that is not a human. Why the child in the womb of her mother? Ano to, lokohan?
Can I clarify? So Down syndrome is a human.
A human.
What do you think?
But they think lower than,
sakit.
okay, lower than human. So mentally, mentally retarded. Then, okay, so your ideas are very good. Then let us now ask the audience. So kindly raise those agree with the opposition. Kindly raise your right hand who agreed in the opposition. Right hand. No one agree in the opposition. All of you agreed on the opposition. Why do you agree in the opposition?
Because abortion is not allowed. Because abortion is not allowed. Like what they said, God created us, so we need to give account of God's creation, even if the petals are
Okay, thank you. Can you raise your hand if you are agree with the proposition? Proposition. No one? No one in the opposition? No one in the proposition? Can you raise your right hand? Proposition. Do you agree with the proposition? No one? How about in the opposition? Opposition. The sunshine.
Si Vicente, ma'am. Kamakta.
Both of sides about my platform. Prefer may I agree on side of opposition because not all of the mothers have can guide their baby, and if you ask a patient of abnormalities, you must be like you may take diagnosis.
Okay, very nice idea. So now the time is over. So I have no the idea of what stand. So are very good. Then this abortion should be allowed. This is case-to-case basis. There is a matter of choice between. But in the Philippines, abortion is not allowed. So in the other country, abortion allowed. But it is in the mother, it is in the parent's choice. So this is the case-to-case basis. No one can tell us that abortion should allow. It is the matter of choice. Then case-to-case basis. Okay, thank you for your participation. Everybody. Okay, everybody stand up. So, okay.